Welcome back to the MANN channel.
Alright, we're headed out to try out the boat for the first time. So just got the boat home on Friday, and this is Sunday. So I got it all ready yesterday, just kind of put all of our stuff in it. And we're headed down to our typical spot at Bighorn Lake. It's actually come up almost 8 feet since the last time we launched. So middle of August, I think the elevation of the lake was 2,720 feet, I believe, and now it's almost 2,728 feet. So that's pretty significant. One of the things that we're gonna have to figure out is what we're gonna do to get the driver out to the boat, because I'm pretty sure they have their dock out, which I don't know why they do that until it actually starts freezing. But yeah, so one of us is gonna have to kind of wetsuit and walk out in the water to the boat, I believe. It's something that we end up doing in the beginning of the year all the time, but never had to do it this time of year. Yeah, so it'll be about probably another hour-and-a-half drive, and excited to go try this thing out. So we'll see you there. All right, we got some good news. The docks are in down there. So they must not take them out for a while. We've never been here this time of year. It's the second week in October, or starting the second week in October right now. So yeah, that's great. Neither one of us has to get wet right away. Also, it's a beautiful day here. I mean, clear sky, not a cloud to be seen anywhere. Sunny. I mean, it is chilly out here. I think we'll be lucky if it gets to like 65 degrees today in the air. Really curious to see what the water temp is, but all good signs for me getting in the water, at least for a few minutes, you know, to try out the surf wave. But we'll check it out, see what I can get done here. So yeah, we're just gonna get the boat ready to get in the water, and try to get out there. I wanted to show you guys something. The big change. So the reason why people are saying that the 2021 hull design, or the Paragon hull design, is so different from previous models, so the or the 2020 hull design, that is so different from the previous models, is because of this right here. So I wish I had my 2019 so I could show it to you, but from here, so this is the Nautique surf system right here. From here to here is so much taller, and they shaped it a little bit different. But if I could show you my 2019, you could tell instantly if I had these side by side, because my 2019, this whole plate right here only came up to like right here, and now it goes so much higher. And just in general, my 2019, I would say that the top of the gunnel right here, on my 2019, when I was standing by it next to the trailer, I think it was either like eye level or it was like the top of my head, but this thing is clearly over top of my head. So it's a taller boat. They just keep getting taller. But yeah, it's a beast. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to get this thing out there. Hey. I'm good. All right, we're launched. Things seem to be pretty good. I'm going to show you the water temp and the air temp. It's kind of small. It's kind of small, but we got 60, 59 degrees in the air, which is pretty good actually for 10 o'clock in the morning. And we got 57 in the water. That's not horrible. I start in colder water than that, but it's going to be pretty hard at the end of the season. You know, I haven't been in the water for 2 months, so that'll probably help. But anyways, we're gonna get through this. Got to put the tower up. I was waiting to put the tower up because the batteries were a little low, so I wanted to make sure it started first. And I did bring my little jump starter pack just in case, but I did put my batteries on charge last night. They got up to like 11.7, and that's enough to start it apparently. So yeah, just waiting for Carly to get down from the dock and we'll get out there. It's butter out here. I mean, I'm gonna try it out. I might wakeboard, we'll see. I'd love to. But yeah, it's gonna be tough to stay in the water for very long, so we'll check it out. Okay, so I'm gonna perform the first steps of break-in. It says to put the throttle up to max RPM and then let it climb up for 10 to 20 seconds and then bring it back to 2800 to 3000 RPM and just cruise for a half an hour. So I'm gonna do that for a while. We're gonna cruise around for a bit here, and then we'll try get in the water or whatever. It kind of sucks. It looks like the wind's picking up a little bit. Hopefully it holds up. All right, so here we go. All right, so we just got done doing the break-in. Now it just says to not go more than 80% of the throttle until you're over 20 hours on the boat. Or I'm sorry, I think it's until you're 25 hours on the boat. So we should be okay, because most of what we're doing, surfing and wakeboarding, is no higher than that typically, but I'll keep an eye on it. So it's pretty sunny out here. Unfortunately, the wind picked up, so I'm probably not gonna be doing any wakeboarding, but I am gonna surf. It's probably hard to tell from the camera, but I can tell that wave looks bigger. It looks like a lot more mass behind it. Hopefully taller, not sure on that. A lot more settings. There's 10 different settings on the I think it's called the NCRS, the Nautique Configurable Running Surface. So yeah, you can see I got the tower down right now, because it's putting a lot of good shade in here. But yeah, I'll probably put it back up. I'm going to do wakeboard speed here in a little bit, to adjust the weight, because I don't have my bags right now where they're typically at. I have them more evened out. My steel shot bags, that is. I have them more evened out currently, so I do think I might need to adjust that a little bit. It was an extra 200 to 300 pounds more weight that I had to do on the port side, but about 100 pounds of that was offsetting my wife's weight on when she's driving in the boat. So okay, well, we'll do a few more things here. One of the things I got to point out on this boat is this bimini. These pipes right here, I think they're aluminum, painted aluminum. They look like they're about 1.5 inches thick, and I think a typical bimini has like 3/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch tubes. So it's stout. I could probably hang off this. I'm 210 pounds. I could probably hang off this, but I'm not going to. The one thing that I was surprised about was the cover. I thought it was going to go over this tower, but it actually doesn't go over the tower, and I think the dealer said that was because he thinks it's because the Paragon towers, the cover does that, and they've been ripping because they've been catching air in the front here. So a little sad about that, because you can see I'm collecting bugs up here, and I'm a little worried about these speakers because I think this is just painted plastic. So I don't want that to get all chipped up. So might get some speaker covers, maybe some rack covers, but yeah, but I'd rather not have stuff rip. A little concerned about the bimini. The straps on top kind of flop around, but I have an idea for that. Another thing I really like though is now we got this pocket wind door, pocket wind dam, that is. So really cool compared to the Malibu ones I've had, and the last Nautique didn't have that at all either, so pretty pumped about that. I also really like the color that's on here, the anthracite color. It actually is in a the texture on it makes it look like it's sparkling, kind of like the anthracite on the side of the boat. And you can see that the beads are all that color too. All right, now I'm going to set up for wakeboard speed. I'm gonna mess with the presets, maybe even give one a name, because that's the most common preset I'll use. It's always a little bit different from the presets that come with the boat. So I'll do that really quick, and then we'll do we'll go wakeboard speed, and I'll set up the weight for it just so I know and I'm ready to go next year right away, because I don't think I'll be wakeboarding today. It's already gotten too windy. So but anyways, I am going to try to surf, so after that I'll try surfing. I'm going to show you setting up this preset. So now you get to the presets by going right here, and right now there is a Wake Pro. It looks like 100% everywhere, which is typical, but it's 23.5 miles per hour, and it's NCRS 5, which NCRS 5 is comparable to 3 on previous models, because they only had 5 settings, and I was doing 3, so now it's 10 settings. So I think 5 is similar, it's right in the middle, but I'll adjust it a little bit. I'll play with it while we're driving, but I'm going to change the speed. I go 20.8 or right around 21, so I'm going to go ahead and edit this, and actually I'm going to cancel this. I want to do a new one. So let's go back to the top, create new user. We're going to edit the name, call this Tim Wake. Okay, enter. All right, so it says Tim Wake there now. And I gotta adjust the ballast to, well, let's do the speed first. So 20, we'll start at 20.8. I might adjust that later. And yeah, we're gonna do a flipping wakeboarder, I think. just like the Pro one. Okay, we're gonna leave NCRS at 5. We want the ballast to be 100%.
Daddy, your name is called Timothy Whopper, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, don't get mayonnaise on me, please.
Okay, eat some more bites.
All right, so now I've got it set up. So we'll go back to the top, save changes. And now there should be one in there called Tim Wake. And I think based on, how this works and what order they're in is how often you use it. Hopefully, and that's how it worked on the last boat. So should end up moving to the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate that. We're already 100% full on the ballast. So really all that should have changed is the speed setting. So yeah, you can see it's 20.8 right there. It says we're on Tim Wake. We're on 5 there. Ballast is full.
Daddy.
So it says 21 pounds.
Daddy,
So we're ready to go. All right, so just got done testing out the wakeboard wake, and it turns out that the weight setup on this, as far as the steel shot goes, is almost exactly the same as my last G23, which is good because I already know it. But that means an extra 250, I think, pounds on the port side. I don't know if the camera caught it. If it did, you will have seen it. But I was trying to show my wife how I drive the boat so that it doesn't get water in the back. And obviously I messed up, but it was because I was doing it one-handed and I couldn't turn the wheel quite as much as I wanted to be able to. But I was showing her that I pull it to neutral and then I turn the wheel as much as I can, which I just did there at the end. But yeah, I think that's the most amount of water I've ever put in the boat, even compared to our whole season this year. So that sucked, but oh well. The dry cabin stayed dry, and we were able to wipe it up pretty quickly. And now I'm gonna set up for surfing, and I think I'm gonna try surfing for a little bit. There's a good chance I won't be doing it for very long though, so I'm excited to try it out. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna click on Tim Wake, and I think I'm actually gonna try the Wake Surf Mellow first. Let me check out Wake Surf actually. So Wake Surf, oh, that's at 5. I'm gonna do just Wake Surf because Wake Surf Mellow is at the wave is at 2, or the NCRS is at 2, and Wake Surf is at 5, and then Wake Surf Steep is at 9. So I want to try both Wake Surf Steep and Mellow, or sorry, I want to try both. I want to try it all, but I'm gonna start with Wake Surf, so right in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna go and activate that.
This is kind of cool. This is like the new handle. It's built into the swim platform. There's no handle up here. So, and there's also a tow point right here now. All right, we're all done. I'm gonna go to the back to dock preset, activate, and go ahead and drain. It's like 25 miles per hour. All right, here we go.
Okay, so I'd say that was a pretty successful trip to the lake. The boat's great. It looks awesome. I love the look of this boat. It's just got really crazy cool lines and just looks nice and classy, and it's massive. The thing is just, man, they keep making these things bigger. The wave was noticeably different. It does seem closer to like the shape and feel of my 24MXZ, how my 24MXZ was. It definitely, even on the steepest setting, it didn't quite feel as steep as my 2019 was, but I like it, and I think I'll get used to it. I can tell there's more push. I can tell it's longer. I definitely don't like it on the when the NCRS is on 1 as opposed to anywhere between 5 and 10. I think I'd probably ride it on 10 a lot, honestly, the steepest setting. But all those settings are great for people that are just learning how to surf, and for kids don't need much of a wave, so I think it's great. The wakeboard wake actually looks like it might be a little bit bigger. probably is, because the boat is noticeably heavier. Definitely reacts differently in the water. I would say if you're going from a 2019 G23 to a 2022 like I did, be prepared to have a little bit harder time steering while you're going slow. Just gonna take a little adjustment getting used to it. It's actually closer to the feel of how my 24 MXZ was as far as driving it at low speeds. But yeah, overall it was a great time. I actually was surprised. If I was as passionate about surfing as I am wakeboarding, I would probably continue surfing for a few more weeks, because once I was in for a little bit, it wasn't too bad. It was definitely very cold at first when I went in the water, but once you got used to it, it wasn't too bad. Usually when the water's pretty cold, it's hard to keep my hands in the water because they're freezing, but after a while I was able to for a good amount of time. So anyways, it was all good. I'm excited for the 2022 season. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week. There's the new setup on the lake lot. Grass is burning up. I was hoping that it wouldn't be like growing in all the rest of this, so that the neighbors wouldn't care about like it getting too tall, but it's all burned up, which is good. It's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, all looks good. Hoping that we have a shop here next year, but we'll see.